Hey guys, it's just another binder I told you about in the last video. Just a bunch of more bulk rares. I'll let you know what's foil. I'm pretty much willing to trade everything in here. There's nothing in here I will not trade for the most part. I'll go into some of the uncommon stuff. I'll let you know what's foil, what's I've got multiple of. Actually, everything's pretty much splayed out, so you can see what's or how many I have of each card. So let's just go into this. If you want anything out of here, for the most part. Uh, I can pretty much just add it one or two of the cards that you want from here for free. I don't really mind that much. It's just kind of, just showing you a few of the cards that are worth a couple dollars and everything else is worth practically nothing. So, yeah, let's go ahead. So that's a foil. Yeah, my last video definitely has all the better rares, but there's a couple of semi-decent cards in here. You never know what you're gonna need. I have four of these. Just you'll see on the back page. I have three more. Four Bog Brew Riches. There's the other three Grim Returns. A foil Curse of Death's Hold. It was funny. At first, I thought this card was really good because I thought you drew X, or you actually get to draw all those X cards, but you just get to pick one out of it, which whoop-de-doo. Who wants to just pick one card out of 20 cards that you draw and put the rest in your graveyard or whatever, That's just. Oh, you remove from the game, it's even worse. Jeez. Yeah, I got a few of them 15 cards. I got 2 fat packs and got pretty much nothing out of them. The only thing I really got was the couple cards I plan on keeping, which is, this whole page is pretty much foil. I'm pretty sure it's all foil, except for that actually. Sorry, I just added that in there. And that card's got some play. You can probably see it, you can see the foiling around the edges that, it's been played. But now, M15, love the set, but I have not gotten anything from it yet. Not one decent card. I mean, I got Court of Calling. I guess it's a good card, but who doesn't want Planeswalkers? I mean, everybody wants Planeswalkers. Everybody wants those really big mythics. Just didn't really get much. Got like 1 or 2 lands out of it, promo foil, and that was about it. I didn't do that well. It was funny actually. I'm trying to build a red blue deck right now for standard, and I actually got a lot of the uncommon cards I wanted, and I got 2 foil Turn to Frogs that I wanted just for the hell of it. I got 2 fat packs and got a foil Turn to Frog in each one of those. It was kind of funny. I was like, oh, that's I got my cheap stuff that I wanted. Nothing really too expensive. I got that, Waste Not card, which is just dropping in price right now because, as I thought in the beginning, I didn't think it was that great of a card. I mean, even if you have Thoughtseize in your hand, whatever you have, you should have to wait till turn 2 to start doing anything for the most part, but, I mean, I just didn't see it as that great of a card. I mean, yeah, it was built by the community. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would rather have been a creature or what, but, I don't know. Just didn't really sit well with me. I didn't enjoy the card very well, or very much. I traded away pretty much right when I got it, and just like a friend of mine who was trying to build a black control deck, I was just like, "You have fun with that. I'm staying away from that one." That's a foil promo. Actually, nope, that might be the original. I see some kind of signature somewhat on it, so yeah, I guess it is promo maybe. I just said about pretty much all these cards. If it's not worth more than like $2, for the most part, I'll just add it to your, whatever you're trading for. As long as if the trade's worth over $50, I'll just add them. I'll add pretty much anything you want in this binder for free. I mean, there's nothing too much that I won't trade out of here or give away with a $50 or more trade. I mean, honestly, like, it's just some stuff I've only been playing for like 2 years, and it's just some of the accumulation that I've come up with over the years because, I've built so many decks. I had 30 some odd decks at one point. I mean, if you guys want to take a look, look at this. I've got, right now, I've got like 17 decks right now. Like, that's ridiculous. And, you know, there used to be 30. So, I mean, you're talking about, you know, 12, 13 decks that I've taken apart. They're pretty much either all in here or that I've sold, you know. A couple new cards poop in my, you know, in my mind. I'm not a big fan of them. The whole soul thing, besides the, what's his name? Soul of New Phyrexia. I think they're all pretty bad. Even that one, I don't think it's worth $8. I think it's probably going to drop in value, but I'm still trying to get a couple of them for the artifact deck I'm trying to build right now for standard. Red, blue. I also need, I'll show you guys a little later, like in probably another video I make, the deck I'm trying to build and some of the cards I need out of there. I'm just trying to find some really good artifacts right now for that deck. You know, it's kind of hard right now in standard. It's kind of hard to build an artifact deck when the best thing you've got is Soul of New Phyrexia, which is a big drop. He's already going to become a 6/6 when he comes in, and I'm trying to do that in Soul Artifact thing. So, I mean, the only thing that's really going to work on are the, what are those 0-drop called, Ornithopters or whatever they are. So, I mean, you got those, and then you got a couple artifact lands. I was trying to get some, oh, I need artifact lands, the new ones, just the colorless Darksteel Ingots or whatever, or Darksteel Forge, I don't remember what they're called. Darksteel something. That's a promo up there. Foil Spellbreaker Behemoth. I say, if you have any questions, I've been talking kind of not paying attention to what I'm really going over, but if you see something you thought was a foil and I didn't really say anything, just let me know. That's a foil. Decent card. You know, it's funny, I didn't really think Brilliant Ultimatum was that good until I, you know, like, read it. And, you know, if you can get that thing off, and you have a bunch of, if you have like a token deck or something, you've got the game. Like, if they don't prevent all combat damage, or just something that, you know, kill all your creatures at instant speed somehow, you just won. Like, there's just no way you can stop that. You can have, you know, 30 creatures and you're dead. Was it like 5/5 lifelink, first strike and trample? Just, even if you don't die, you're like so far behind, it's not even funny. You're gonna want to be dead. I mean, I got play sets of stuff that, you know, I'm just never gonna really use, like, you know, these bone hordes. I'm never gonna use those really. Might at some point maybe use them in maybe 1 or 2 of them, but I'm, you know, 4, nah. So what do you guys got for ideas for M15? Or even just any standard decks after M15 came out? I mean, I'm liking the idea of the whole artifact deck. I mean, I don't know if anybody else has thought of it, but I mean, that whole Ensoul artifact thing is pretty broken. I mean, you can turn an Ornithopter into a 5/5 on turn 2, and it's still got flying. So I mean, you could do the same thing with the land. You could turn a land into a 5/5 on turn 2, but you know, you're not gonna be able to attack with it because obviously, you know, you have to tap it to put it on it. But still, you're talking about making a land into a 5/5 swinger. If I remember correctly, it's indestructible too, right? That land. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, if you can make some 5/5 indestructible guys, I mean, you're looking pretty good. Foil promo, I believe, or just, you know, whatever that came in that box set. Homeward Path, Contested Cliffs. You know, I didn't see much of a use for Homeward Path until I started playing against really good blue decks, where they'd take control of your creature and blah blah blah. You know, it's just no fun. So I might just put that in the sideboard. And we're coming on to the uncommon section. Just a few. I mean, there's only a few cards in here that I'm not just going to give away, because they're just pretty decent. Like, you know, I got the play set of the Phalanx Leaders promo art. I'd probably, you know, big enough trade or something like that, I'd definitely be willing to throw those in, I guess. But, you know, they're pretty cool looking. It amazes me what some of the uncommons are worth. Like, I have another few of those, actually. The Gift All Your Creatures Vigilance. I might hold on to the Rebuff the Wicked, but Those are just really good uncommon cards, you know, counter target spells that counter target permanents you control for 1. It's not bad. Yeah, it's actually kind of funny about what's it called, righteousness. I used to think that thing was like the bee's knees back in the day, because, you know, you just think you're all badass when, you know, somebody swings at you with this like 6/6 and you've only got like a 2/2, and it's like, oh, my 2/2 is now that's 9/9, so yeah, take that. On to the black stuff. Drowning Sorrows. Still one of my favorite creatures is the Vampire Nighthawk. Like any black deck I have, for the most part, if it's got any kind of lifelink in it, they're in it. They have to be. Like I kind of actually want some of the promo Vampire Nighthawks. If anybody's got any of those, I need like 1 or 2 of those. It'd be great. I would love to have some of those. You know, it's funny. Like as long as I like a card, like even that, like the promo of that's only like a $3 card. I may be looking for like really expensive cards for decks that I've got right now, but when it comes to that, yeah, I'll take a promo of that. I'd love that. Gotta love that Paradise Mantle, decent card. You can go for that infinite draw power deck with, or whatever it is, with the something bear, Gilder Baron. That's what it is. It's like whenever it untaps, you can do something. I don't remember what it is, but like you can do some kind of infinite thing with that. You can keep adding mana and then tapping it, add mana, tapping it, untap it, untap it, tap it, tap it, blah blah blah. Gotta love those burning trees. Pretty good. Some murderous red caps. Crystalline slivers, decent card. Gotta love those wall denials. Denied. Yeah, multicolored. You know, I still think that card's pretty good. Destructive Revelry. It's a decent card for standard, I'd say. I mean, especially right now, you got so many just enchantments right now. Enchantment creatures, enchantment this, enchantments that, you know. So I'm kind of shocked they didn't come up with enchantment lands at this point. Gotta love those guys. Just so good in Commander. Gives you some ramp or draw power, whichever one you want, you know, works out pretty well. For the most part, some of this stuff is just stuff I kept for standard, just in case I happen to need it. I mean, I'll most likely never use it, but you never know. I've got more of these, obviously, you know, to give it all your creatures trample. I've probably got like 4 or 5 of them. Just some decent, you know. It's like a small Nylea, except for the fact it doesn't buff your creatures. Fogbank, gotta love it. For some reason, I heard somebody say that Fogbank was coming back in Standard, but don't know where that went. I really would have loved it. I love Fogbank. Would have been nice in my blue-red deck, too. You can't go wrong with a Fogbank. If you're going up against anything besides a black or a red deck, I mean, you know, that thing's just staying in the battlefield. Love this card. That's just such a ridiculous card. For 1 drop, you get to look at their hand, look at the top card of your library, or whatever, 4 cards of your library, look at the top of their library, look at their hand. There's so much stuff for a 1 drop, but how that card's not worth more than like 50 cents, I don't understand. More Fogbanks. Oh, this is what I was talking about earlier. I have a bunch of dissolves here. I got more in a bunch of boxes. Dissolves, just, you know, can't go wrong with countering a spell and then scrying. Who wouldn't want to do that? One more young Pyromancer. I'm kind of shocked I don't have more of those, but, oh, I think I traded them away, actually, a while ago, before I found out about the new deck that's been going around, the blue-red, yeah. Blue-red decks right now with the Snapcasters and those guys are just broken as can be. Got some lightning bolts. Those are probably some of the only things I won't give away, because who doesn't love lightning bolts? Those things are just Awesome. And some uncommon lands. I think that's just about it